Imagine, if you will, that you are standing before a vast, intricate tapestry. This tapestry represents your life, woven with threads of various hues and textures. Each thread symbolizes a choice, a decision, an action you have taken. Some threads shimmer with golden light, representing moments of clarity and right action. Others may appear dull or tangled, reflecting times when you've strayed from your true path. Now I want you to realize a profound truth. You are the weaver of this tapestry. With every thought, every belief, and every action you add to this magnificent work of art. The question that we must ask ourselves is this: are we weaving our tapestry with intention and purpose, or are we allowing external forces to guide our hand? To focus on yourself is not an act of selfishness, as some might believe. Rather, it is the highest form of responsibility. For how can you serve the world? How can you uplift others if you yourself are not standing on solid ground? How can you offer light if your own flame flickers weakly in the wind of others' opinions and expectations? Let me share with you a fundamental principle that has the power to transform your life. The outer world is a reflection of your inner state. Everything you see, everything you experience, is a manifestation of your consciousness. This means that to change your world, you must first change yourself. This, my dear friends, is why focusing on yourself is not just important, it is essential. But what does it truly mean to focus on yourself? It means to turn your attention inward, to become intimately acquainted with the landscape of your mind and the longings of your heart. It means to observe your thoughts, to question your beliefs, and to align your actions with your highest ideals. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. In this garden grow the flowers of your desires, the trees of your long-held beliefs, and yes, sometimes the weeds of doubt and fear. To focus on yourself is to become the diligent gardener of this inner landscape. It is to nurture the plants that bring beauty and fruit to your life, and to uproot those that drain your energy and cloud your vision. Now let us turn our attention to the second part of our theme: choose the right thing to do. This, my friends, is where the true art of living lies. For life presents us with countless choices every day, from the seemingly insignificant to the profoundly life-altering. How do we navigate this sea of possibilities? How do we discern the right path among the many that stretch before us? The answer lies not in some external set of rules or societal expectations. No, the answer lies within you. It is found in the still, small voice of your intuition, in the quiet whispers of your heart. To choose the right thing is to align your actions with your true self, with the highest version of who you are meant to be. Consider for a moment the last time you made a decision that felt truly right. Perhaps it was a choice to pursue a passion, to help someone in need, or to stand up for what you believe in. Recall the sense of alignment, the feeling of rightness that accompanied that choice. That, my dear listeners, is your inner compass guiding you towards your true path. But here's a truth that many find uncomfortable. Sometimes the right thing to do is not the easy thing to do. Sometimes it requires courage, sacrifice, or stepping into the unknown. This is where many falter, where many choose the comfortable wrong over the difficult right. Yet, I tell you this, every time you choose the right thing, even when it's hard, you are weaving a golden thread into the tapestry of your life. You are strengthening your character, expanding your consciousness, and aligning yourself more closely with your divine purpose. Let me share with you a powerful technique to aid you in making right choices. When faced with a decision, close your eyes and imagine yourself having made each possible choice. See yourself living with the consequences of each decision. How do you feel in each scenario? Which version of yourself stands taller, shines brighter? This exercise harnesses the power of your imagination to guide you towards the right path. Remember, your imagination is not mere fantasy, it is the creative force of the universe expressing itself through you. By imaginatively experiencing the outcomes of your choices, you are tapping into a wisdom far greater than mere logic or reason. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, how can I focus on myself when I have so many responsibilities, so many people depending on me? To you, I say this: by focusing on yourself, by choosing the right thing to do, you become more capable of fulfilling those responsibilities, more able to support those who depend on you. Imagine a mighty oak tree. Its branches reach out, providing shade and shelter to many creatures. But what allows the oak to offer this support? It is its deep, strong roots, anchoring it firmly in the earth, drawing nourishment from the soil. You, my friends, are like this oak. By focusing on yourself, by nurturing your roots, you become strong enough to support not just yourself, but all those around you. Let us delve deeper into this concept of choosing the right thing to do. It's essential to understand that the right thing is not always clear-cut or universally defined. What is right for one person may not be right for another. The key lies in aligning your choices with your true self, your highest ideals, and your deepest values. Consider the story of a young artist I once knew. She had a secure job in a corporate office, one that provided financial stability and societal approval. Yet, every day she felt a part of herself wither away. The right choice for her was to leave that job and pursue her art full-time. To many, this seemed irresponsible, even foolish, but for her, it was the only path that allowed her to be true to herself. This brings us to an important point. Choosing the right thing often requires us to silence the noise of external expectations and societal conditioning. It demands that we tune in to our own inner voice, our own inner knowing. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing in the center of a great amphitheater. The seats are filled with all the people in your life, family, friends, colleagues, even strangers whose opinions you've internalized. They're all shouting their advice, their expectations, their judgments. Now, in the midst of this cacophony, can you hear your own voice? Can you discern your own true desires and values? This, my friends, is the challenge we face. To focus on ourselves and choose the right thing, we must learn to quiet this external noise. We must create space for silence, for introspection, for communion with our higher selves. But how do we do this in a world that seems to demand our constant attention and reaction? The answer lies in the power of your imagination and the practice of what I call mental dieting. Just as you are careful about what you put into your physical body, be vigilant about what you allow into your low intellectual, emotional. Choose carefully what you read, what you watch, what conversations you engage in. Surround yourself with influences that uplift and inspire you, that remind you of your highest potential. Most importantly, practice the art of mental rehearsal. Each night, as you lay in bed, instead of rehashing the events of the day or worrying about tomorrow, use your imagination to rehearse being the person you aspire to be. See yourself making choices aligned with your highest self. Feel the satisfaction and joy of living true to your values. This mental rehearsal is not mere daydreaming. It is the active shaping of your consciousness, and therefore the shaping of your future experiences. For remember, the outer world is but a reflection of your inner state. Now, let us address a common misconception. Some believe that focusing on oneself and choosing the right thing to do is a one-time decision, a single moment of clarity and commitment. But I tell you this, it is a continuous process, a moment-by-moment choice to align with your highest self. Imagine you are sailing a ship across a vast ocean. Your destination, your vision of your ideal self and life is the North Star guiding your journey. But the journey itself is not a straight line. There are winds and currents that may push you off course. The act of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing is the constant adjustment of your sails, the vigilant steering that keeps you moving in the right direction. There will be times when you lose sight of your star, when the skies are clouded by doubt, fear, or external pressures. In these moments, remember this, the star has not disappeared. It is always there, even when you cannot see it. Your task is to keep faith, to hold steady, and to wait for the clouds to part. This brings us to a crucial aspect of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing, the power of persistence. The right path is not always the easy path. It may require you to face your fears, to step out of your comfort zone, to stand firm in the face of opposition. Consider the life of any great individual who has made a significant impact on the world. Whether it's an artist who revolutionized their field, a scientist who made groundbreaking discoveries, or a leader who fought for justice and equality. Their paths were rarely smooth or straightforward. They faced setbacks, criticism, and moments of doubt. But they persisted. They remained focused on their vision, on their inner knowing of what was right. You, my dear listeners, have this same power within you. The power to persist, to keep choosing the right thing, even when it's difficult, even when you can't yet see the results of your choices. But persistence does not mean rigid stubbornness. It does not mean clinging to a path that your heart tells you is no longer right. True persistence is coupled with flexibility and wisdom. It's the ability to adjust your course as you grow and evolve, while always moving towards your highest vision of yourself. Now let us explore another vital aspect of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing, the practice of self-reflection. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose touch with ourselves, to act on autopilot, reacting to circumstances rather than consciously choosing our path. Self-reflection is the antidote to this unconscious living. It is the practice of regularly turning our attention inward, of examining our thoughts, feelings, and actions with honesty and compassion. Imagine you are standing before a clear, still lake. The surface of the lake is like a perfect mirror, reflecting the sky and the surrounding landscape. This lake represents your consciousness. When it's cluttered with the debris of unchecked thoughts and emotions, its surface becomes turbulent, the reflection distorted. But when you take the time to still your mind, to clear away the mental clutter, your consciousness becomes like the calm lake, perfectly reflecting your true self and the world around you. Set aside time each day for this practice of self-reflection. It could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation. Ask yourself, are my actions aligned with my values? Am I making choices that serve my highest good and the good of others? What fears or limiting beliefs are holding me back from choosing the right path? This practice of self-reflection is not about judgment or self-criticism. It's about gaining clarity, about becoming intimately acquainted with the landscape of your own mind and heart. For how can you choose the right thing if you don't truly know yourself? As you engage in this practice, you may uncover aspects of yourself that you've been avoiding or denying. You may find old wounds that need healing, limiting beliefs that need challenging. This, my friends, is the gold hidden within the challenge of focusing on yourself. For in facing these shadowy aspects, in bringing them into the light of your awareness, you reclaim parts of yourself that have been lost or suppressed. Imagine each of these realizations, each moment of self-discovery as a key. These keys have the power to unlock doors within you, doors to greater authenticity, to deeper self-love, to more aligned choices. Now let us turn our attention to another crucial aspect of choosing the right thing, the cultivation of wisdom. Wisdom is not the same as knowledge. One can accumulate vast amounts of information without gaining true wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see clearly, to discern truth from illusion, to understand the deeper currents of life. How do we cultivate this wisdom? It begins with openness. Openness to new ideas, to different perspectives, to the possibility that what we currently believe may not be the whole truth. It requires a willingness to question our assumptions, to look beyond the surface of things. Imagine your mind as a vast library. Each book in this library represents a belief, an idea, a perspective you hold. To cultivate wisdom is to regularly browse through this library, to take books off the shelves and examine them with fresh eyes. Some books you may choose to keep, finding that they still hold truth and value for you. Others you may decide to discard, realizing they no longer serve you. And always you remain open to adding new books, new ideas that expand your understanding. This cultivation of wisdom is essential in choosing the right thing to do. For the right choice is not always the obvious one, not always the one that aligns with conventional wisdom or societal expectations. Sometimes the right choice requires us to see beyond appearances to understand the deeper implications of our actions. Consider the parable of the Chinese farmer. When his horse ran away, his neighbor said, "What bad luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe when the horse returned, bringing with it a wild horse." The neighbor said, "What good luck?" The farmer replied, "Maybe when the farmer's son broke his leg trying to ride the wild horse." The neighbor said, "What bad luck?" The farmer replied. "Maybe when war broke out and the son was spared from conscription due to his broken leg." The neighbor said, "What good luck?" And again, the farmer replied, "Maybe." This parable illustrates the wisdom of suspending judgment, of recognizing that we often cannot see the full implications of events or choices in the moment. It teaches us to approach life with openness and equanimity, to trust in a larger process even when we can't see where it's leading. This brings us to another crucial point in focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing: the importance of trust. Trust in yourself, in your inner guidance, and in the unfolding of life itself. Many of us have been conditioned to doubt ourselves, to look outside for validation and direction. We've been taught to trust experts, authorities, societal norms more than our own inner knowing. But I tell you this, within you is a wisdom that surpasses all external knowledge. It is the wisdom of your higher self, your connection to the divine source of all creation. Trusting this inner wisdom doesn't mean ignoring external information or advice. It means filtering everything through your own discernment, your own felt sense of truth. It means being willing to stand in your truth even when it goes against the grain of popular opinion. Imagine you are standing at a crossroads. There are signposts pointing in different directions, each claiming to show the right way. There are voices all around you, some encouraging, some warning, each offering their opinion on which path you should take. But in the midst of all this, there is a quiet voice within you, a feeling and a knowing pointing you in a particular direction. Trusting yourself means having the courage to follow that inner guidance, even if you can't rationally explain why it feels right. This trust is not built overnight. It is cultivated through practice, through small acts of faith in yourself. Each time you honor your inner knowing, each time you choose to do what feels right despite doubts or external pressure, you strengthen this trust. You weave a stronger connection to your higher self. Now, as we focus on ourselves and strive to choose the right thing, it's crucial to address the role of forgiveness, both of others and, perhaps more importantly, of ourselves. For many of us, the path of self-focus and right action is hindered by the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and perceived failures. Imagine you are carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a past action you regret, a choice you had made differently, a moment when you feel you failed to do the right thing. How can you move forward freely? How can you make clear choices for your highest good when you're weighed down by this burden? Forgiveness is the act of emptying this backpack. It's not about condoning harmful actions or denying the impact of past choices. Rather, it's about releasing the emotional charge, the self-judgment that keeps you tethered to the past. To forgive yourself is to recognize that you, like all humans, are on a journey of growth and learning. Every choice you've made, even those you now regret, has served a purpose in your evolution. Each mistake has been a teacher, offering valuable lessons that have shaped who you are today. Engage in this practice, close your eyes and imagine yourself standing before a younger version of you, the you who made those choices you now regret. Look at this younger self with compassion. Recognize the limitations of knowledge, awareness, or circumstances that influence those choices. Now extend forgiveness to this younger self. Feel the lightness, the release that comes with this forgiveness. Remember, focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing is not about achieving perfection. It's about continuous growth, about making conscious choices aligned with your highest self in each moment. And this process includes forgiving yourself when you fall short, when you temporarily lose your way. This practice of self-forgiveness opens the door to greater self-love and self-acceptance. And from this place of self-love, you are far more capable of making choices that truly serve your highest good and the good of others. Now, let us delve into another crucial aspect of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing, the power of your words. The words you speak, both to others and in the privacy of your own mind, are far more than mere sounds or symbols. They are creative forces that shape your reality. Imagine that every word you speak is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. The thoughts and emotions attached to these words are like the water and sunlight that nourish these seeds, causing them to grow and bear fruit in your life. Are you planting seeds of positivity, of growth, of love? Or are your words sowing doubt, limitation, and fear? Pay close attention to your habitual phrases, to the way you talk about yourself and your life. Are you constantly affirming your capabilities, your worthiness, your worthiness to choose wisely and act rightly? Or do you often engage in self-deprecation, in expressions of doubt or unworthiness? This awareness of your words extends to your inner dialogue as well. The conversations you have with yourself in the privacy of your mind are perhaps the most powerful of all. For these are the words that shape your deepest beliefs about yourself and your place in the world. Practice speaking to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with unwavering faith in your ability to focus on what truly matters and to choose the right path. When you catch yourself in negative self-talk, gently but firmly redirect your thoughts. Replace phrases like I can't or I'm not good enough with empowering alternatives. I am capable of growth and learning, or I trust in my ability to make wise choices. This mindful use of language is not about denial or forced positivity. It's about consciously choosing words that align with your highest vision of yourself. Words that support your growth and empower your choices. Consider this. If you had a young child who looked up to you for guidance and support, how would you speak to them? Would you constantly criticize their efforts, doubt their abilities, or remind them of past mistakes? Of course not. You would encourage them, believe in their potential, and guide them with love and patience. Extend this same compassionate, nurturing speech to yourself. As you cultivate this positive self-talk, you'll find that focusing on yourself becomes easier. The voice of your higher self guiding you towards right action becomes clearer and stronger. Your ability to choose the right thing, even in challenging circumstances, is enhanced. Now let us explore another vital element in this journey of self-focus and right action, the power of your environment. Just as a plant is influenced by the soil in which it's planted, the air it breathes, and the light it receives, you too are profoundly affected by your surroundings. Your environment includes not just your physical space, but also the people you interact with, the media you consume, the activities you engage in. All of these factors contribute to shaping your thoughts, your emotions, and ultimately your choices. Take a moment to assess your current environment. Does it support your highest vision of yourself? Does it encourage you to focus on what truly matters and to make choices aligned with your values? Or does it distract you, drain your energy, or pull you towards choices that don't serve your highest good? Remember, you have the power to shape your environment. You can choose what you allow into your physical and mental space. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding all challenges. Rather, it means being intentional about what and who you surround yourself with. Seek out environments that inspire you, that remind you of your potential. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage your growth, who respect your journey of self-discovery and right action. Engage in activities that energize you, that connect you more deeply with your true self. If you find that certain elements of your environment are not supporting your highest good, have the courage to make changes. This might mean setting boundaries with certain individuals, changing your habits of media consumption, or even making significant life changes like switching careers or moving to a new location. Creating an environment that supports your focus on yourself and your commitment to choosing the right thing is not a selfish act. By cultivating an environment that brings out the best in you, you become better equipped to contribute positively to the world around you. Imagine you are a musical instrument. Your environment is like the space in which you're played. A noisy, chaotic space filled with discordant sounds would make it difficult for your true melody to be heard. But in a space designed for acoustic perfection, your music can resonate clearly and beautifully. By consciously creating an environment that supports your growth and aligned choices, you allow your unique music, your gifts, your purpose, your right actions to resonate more powerfully in the world. As we continue on this exploration of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing, let us delve into the power of intention. Intention is like the rudder of a ship. It determines the direction of your journey. Without clear intention, we risk drifting aimlessly, our choices guided by momentary impulses or external pressures rather than our deeper truth. Setting intentions is not the same as setting goals. While goals are focused on specific outcomes, intentions are about who you want to be, how you want to show up in the world. They are guiding principles that inform your moment-to-moment choices. Take a moment now to connect with your deepest intentions. What qualities do you wish to embody? How do you want to interact with the world and those around you? What impact do you wish to have? Let these intentions become a compass for your choices and actions. For example, you might set the intention to approach each interaction with compassion, to make choices that honor your physical and mental well-being, or to act with integrity, even when it's challenging. These intentions then become filters through which you can evaluate your choices. When faced with a decision, you can ask yourself, does this align with my intentions? Does it support who I want to be? Remember, intentions are not rigid rules, but flexible guides. They allow for adaptation to different situations while keeping you aligned with your core values and aspirations. By regularly connecting with and reaffirming your intentions, you strengthen your ability to focus on what truly matters to you and to consistently choose actions that are in harmony with your highest self. Now let us address a common challenge in the journey of self-focus and right action: the fear of judgment or disapproval from others. Many of us have been conditioned to seek external validation, to make choices based on what we think others expect or desire from us. This can lead us away from our true path, from the choices that are genuinely right for us. Imagine you are an actor on a stage, constantly adjusting your performance based on the reactions of the audience. This might lead to a crowd-pleasing show, but would it be an authentic expression of your art? Would it allow you to fully embody the character you're meant to play? To truly focus on yourself and choose the right thing, you must be willing to step off this stage of others' expectations. You must be willing to face the possibility of disapproval or misunderstanding from those around you. This doesn't mean disregarding others' feelings or perspectives entirely. It means recognizing that you cannot control others' thoughts or reactions, and that your primary responsibility is to be true to yourself and your own inner guidance. Practice seeing others' judgments or disapproval not as a reflection of your worth or the rightness of your choices, but as a reflection of their own perspectives, fears, and limitations. Their reactions say more about them than about you. Moreover, consider this: by having the courage to focus on yourself and make choices aligned with your highest truth, you give others permission to do the same. You become a living example of authenticity and integrity, inspiring others to connect with their own inner guidance. As we near the conclusion of our exploration, let us turn our attention to the profound impact that focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing can have on the world around you. There's a beautiful paradox at play here. By turning your focus inward, by prioritizing your own growth and alignment, you actually expand your capacity to positively influence the world. Imagine you are a lighthouse on the shore. Your light doesn't push or pull the ships in the sea. It doesn't judge which ships are worthy of guidance. It simply shines steady and true, offering illumination to all. By focusing on keeping your own light bright and clear, you provide a beacon that can guide countless others. This is how your journey of self-focus and right action affects the world. As you align more fully with your highest self, as you make choices from a place of inner truth and integrity, you naturally radiate an energy that uplifts and inspires others. Your actions, flowing from this place of alignment, contribute to the well-being of those around you and to the world at large in ways you might not even be aware of. Moreover, as you strengthen your ability to focus on yourself and choose rightly, you become better equipped to be of service to others. Your increased self-awareness allows you to recognize when you're truly able to help and when you might be overstepping or enabling unhealthy patterns. Your clearer connection to your own inner wisdom enhances your ability to offer meaningful support and guidance to others when appropriate. Remember, the world doesn't need more people who sacrifice their own well-being in a misguided attempt to please others or meet external expectations. The world needs individuals who are committed to their own growth, who are brave enough to walk their unique path, who choose to act from a place of authenticity and higher purpose. As we bring this discourse to a close, I invite you to see the journey of focusing on yourself and choosing the right thing as a sacred responsibility. It is not always an easy path. It requires courage, persistence, and a willingness to face your own shadows. But it is a path that leads to true fulfillment, to a life lived in alignment with your highest potential. Every time you choose to turn your attention inward, to listen to your own inner wisdom, you are engaging in an act of self-love and self-respect. Every time you make a choice that aligns with your deepest values, even when it's difficult, you are contributing to the evolution of your own consciousness and, by extension, the consciousness of the world. So, my dear friends, I challenge you to commit fully to this journey. Embrace the practice of self-reflection. Cultivate unwavering self-trust. Speak words of power and positivity. Create an environment that supports your growth. Set clear intentions, and above all, have the courage to be true to yourself, to choose what is right for you, even in the face of external pressures or temporary discomfort. Remember, you are not just a passive observer of your life. You are the author, the artist, the creator. With every thought, every word, every action, you are shaping your reality. By focusing on yourself and consistently choosing the right thing, you are not just changing your own life, you are contributing to the transformation of the world. Go forth with the knowledge that within you lies infinite potential. Trust in your ability to discern the right path. Have faith in the process of your own unfolding, and know that as you commit to this journey of self-focus and right action, you are playing your unique and vital role in the grand tapestry of existence. May your path be illuminated by the light of your own inner wisdom. May you find the strength to remain true to yourself, even in the face of challenges. And may your choices, flowing from your deepest truth, create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond what you can see or imagine. Thank you for your attention, for your willingness to engage in this exploration of self-focus and right action. May you carry these words not just in your mind, but in your heart, allowing them to guide you towards a life of greater authenticity, purpose, and fulfillment.